as well as the Harris. So we're going back to the next two picks coming from Bigatron with the Lucas E. Matilda band out alongside with the CC Jushin and the Fanny. So Granger is still left up for grabs, but typically against the Harith. What do you think, Arashi?
Trying the Harith first, I feel like we've seen that happen in day one. It's definitely a strong pick still, and combo with the Suyo. Funny, we have a bit of a contrast here. Magic jungle with a Granger with a physical gold laner, and for Alter Ego, it's Magic gold laner with a physical damage jungler. But that's cool and all. I think now that we've seen the same prio pick show up, the Suyo and the Joy in particular, a lot more emphasis gets thrown at the roamers here. They have to find something that can at least assist the team with locking down these agile, these dangerous assassins.
So what are we thinking here? Gatot Kacha, Jawhead. What do you think is Alter Ego's style, especially with Dreams now in the mix?
Yeah, I think the Gatot Kacha is still a very safe pick. I think Nino can utilize it in the XP if it's necessary. It's a great flex pick. Dreams, not really his style of play with the Gatot. You know, we are used to seeing Dreams on the Kaja, on the pickup heroes, Franco as well. But when he doesn't get that, he goes for the all-in dive and, you know, team fight setup heroes like the Tigreal, for example. So this Gatot, it's still flex, but more likely to Nino based on what we've seen from Dreams and Nino.
Definitely a lot of engaged potential there for Alter Ego, and again, it's a great pick against the Granger, right? Locking him down, making sure he can't really kite back with his superior mobility. So when it comes to all-in right now, it really feels like Alter Ego has a bit of an edge, you know, with the Zaman Force, with the AOG, a lot of big AoE spells, but they have to make sure that Bigatron Alpha sticks around and obliges them in that fight. And to that end, they're actually banning with the low Yi as well. If they're going for an all-in brawl, it makes sense that they want the mid laner to be kind of curbed under control, especially with Moreno in the mid lane of Bigatron. He knows how to play that low Yi very, very well.
Eve, Luo Yi, heroes, they're banned out right now. Valentina is something that I always remember Moreno for. But right now we'll see. Phobius is the one that actually gets banned by Alter Ego, and it's a huge respect ban here from Bigatron. Jawhead and the Tigreal gets denied away from Dreams.
Yeah. I wonder if Bigatron are trying to go for the Hylos here, banning the Tigreal and the Jawhead. They might be setting up for like a Hylos plus. This is a strange one, but something like a Novaria in the mid lane. Together with the Granger, we've seen that combination before. I believe it was also SPS that we saw that combination, and it was Team Liquid, I believe, who actually pulled it off. Alter Ego, Valentina, they snatch it away from Moreno. They know how scary Moreno can be on the Valen, and they also have a great Valentina. It's Hijume.
I thought they wouldn't go for the Valentina, you know, Bigatron? Because technically, I guess you have the AOG, but other than that, interesting. Bigatron though, next two picks.
Technically for both teams, right? No real massive ultimates just yet, but ooh, just like that now, Glorious Pathway and the Feathered Airstrike, both quite valuable for a Valentina to take.
Yeah.
So Bigatron, they have secured a way in and technically a way out as well, and they have distance, but Alter Ego can close that distance. Again, now I really feel like something to lock down people even more will be so valuable to ensure that, you know, Bigatron Alpha can't just back out of an engagement.
Edith? What's the answer if they need more lockdown?
Yeah.
Tigreal's gone, Jawhead's gone, Cho? Is that the answer?
For Dreams, we haven't really seen him. I think the Gatot Kacha has got to be flexed into into Rome at this point, and they have to pick up another XP for Nino. Oh, they still go Cho. When was the last time we saw Cho for Dreams?
For Dreams?
It's not an MPL.
I don't remember.
I don't quite remember.
Actually, this might be like a far shot, but it might be Season 5 MPL.
That far back?
Yeah, when he was still playing for Bigatron as the main roamer.
He didn't play it last season.
No, he has not played it like the last 3-4 seasons.
Season 13 he was with Evos, yeah?
Yeah, did not play
Also
it.
no Cho.
No Cho at all. This is a new pick.
Interesting.
For Dreams.
Well, you know, players gotta grow up, right? Yep. Players gotta explore. Players got to keep moving forward and evolve. So let's see, right? Is this the answer that they need? Chaos Derby, ladies and gentlemen, leg number 1 of MPL ID Season 15 as we dive into the land of Dawn. On one hand, Bigatron Alpha, they want to rack as many points as possible, but so do Alter Ego. as they all are looking to get into the playoffs from the first week. So here we go, game number 1.
Mobile Legends.
All right, probably gonna start off pretty strong here. Both assassins have so much to do, so I think more of the action is gonna be in the mid lane, where it's gonna be a Valentina against a Farsa. Expect that, you know, that wings by wings play for Moreno, but with the Gattakacha around in the hands of Dreams, maybe that'll be enough to really shut down the movement coming in from the side of Bigatron. Because remember, Gattakacha has an overloaded kit, and early on, level 2, level 3, it's just a really hard issue to deal with.
Gatot Dreams, Nino Cho,
Yeah.
Cho XP.
Cho XP.
So yeah, I mean, it ends up making more sense, right? We've not seen Dreams on Cho in such a long time, so it's Nino, and he has actually played the Cho just last season. It wasn't too good from Nino on the Cho last season. It was a lot of miscoms, but again, a new alter ego.
Well, on that note though, looking at the emblems, there's Fury in the hands of Dreams with the Tenacity, so that's interesting. Gato doesn't really have a lot of value coming in from attack speed, so that's a different approach for sure. We'll have to see if that actually works out. For everyone else, especially for the EXP laners, you do see a lot of emphasis in movement, right? Nino, I think, is going to be attempting to roam around a lot more, but Mr. Pulung still being the odd one out.
He's a alter ego talent, right?
Oh, that's true!
Wait a minute.
Man has moved. Yeah, you're right. I completely forgot about that. Now, good taunt from Dream. Great follow from Hijime Moreno trying to go and put the poke down back onto Alter Ego. Gebe on the Suyo signature pick 2 has been doing pretty well to match up against Annabelle in the wave clear department.
So going back to the EXP lane, right? We don't see Cho EXP quite often, but he's been clearing really quickly and rotating around the map. Is this the idea behind Nino on the Cho in the EXP lane?
Yeah, it's definitely trying to look for picks.
With the spear wave clear, with the mobility too. Why not when you play the Cho? But oh, look at this. Annabelle, actually, Bigatron in general, right? Knowing that, oh, we can't really go for the initial objective, but oh, look at this.
Great taunt, steal 2! Wait, the dragon from Nino catching Annabelle to look for a trade, but in the end, was caught.
Oh? Dreams? Okay, he gets caught quite low there. Alter Ego still using that space to put a little bit more pressure into the jungle, but Light and Luke will be able to steal them clear out of that area. But there it is, Alter Ego picking up the tempo in the early stage of the game with a 1k gold lead.
That's a great move from Alter Ego. They saw that Bigatron weren't contesting, immediately asked the question, where are they? What are they doing? Catches Annabelle quite decisively right there. Overall though, Annabelle is gonna still have both buffs available for any next skirmish engagement, whereas for Alter Ego, Gebe will not be having that purple buff for quite a while here. Overall though, only a 400 gold lead for Alter Ego. This is very much anyone's game.
Yeah, even gold lanes, right? Both the Harris and the Granger, it seems like they're trading okay, only 100 gold plus in for the Harris. Oh.
Iman trying to find a potential steal right there, but Alter Ego, when it comes to just stealing, you know, moving around and just taking camps away, he's doing better, but look at this duel!
Yeah, Annabelle wants to go for the dive. Moreno responded with another feather airstrike as he saw Hijime pop it. But it's a good trade for Alter Ego. It's Moreno that's forced back.
Good old Western showdown right there. Look at this, assassin duel!
Uh-oh, Gebe already used the surge earlier. Annabelle was able to get those 5 beats now. AOG coming down, Annabelle forced to back away. Gebe gets out with the help of Dreams.
Luckily so. That would have been disastrous. Right now, both junglers are at level 7, so are they gonna go for a split contest 50-50? Oh, Dreams though! So low.
Still doing pretty fine though, but Nino, he's so active, man. He's always at least in the area for a lot of these fights, but because of that right now, Alter Ego doesn't have the prio actually. Look at Nino though, whoa!
Walking up, 5 beats already used. Nino gonna go for the kick. Good way to Dragon Moreno. Quicker in out, still red tree win there. Moreno gonna try to go back in. Hijime with the flicker forward! Gets the last shot of feather airstrike, but gets caught in the bad spot. And Man takes him down. Glorious pathway now. Use Dreams. Double taunt. Gebe. Queller. Nino here with highs on the Herod. That's his on force. Luke trying to go for the fish crack. Flickers out, but gets caught in the synchro vision. Annabelle waiting for the right time to go in. And Man gonna be caught in the bad spot again. Flickers out. Nino! Concussive blast. AOG! Knocks him up. The taunt. Dreams saving Nino for a while. He gets the dash and he gets out. Annabelle wants to keep going and hits Nino in the end.
And the crowd goes wild, ladies and gentlemen. MPL Arena erupts. So much happiness coming from Alter Ego. Who was that exchange worth it for at the end, Arashi?
I think it's somewhat even. I would say technically Bigatron would have a bit more better scaling towards that late game technically. So any kind of even trade they'll be willing to take. Alter Ego though, hitting back still. For a long time, Alter Ego hasn't really been in the conversation. The chaos derby hasn't really been as chaotic. But this game is living up to its reputation, man.
Oh! Instant cancel from Luke.
Interesting. Hijime in particular, man, I mean, he's been very aggressive with the maneuvers. I mean, they're just going at it. Even the mid laners with feather airstrikes flickering forward. You don't see this from a lot of other teams, but that's exactly what we were looking for in a matchup like this.
I'm loving it. I'm loving it. Let's take a look at the audience prediction now.
Ooh!
Oh, it's so close! 49% to 51% audience prediction by the GoPay app, by the way. Oh, once again, Nino gets stunned.
This crack used. Oh! Milan takes the kill away. Does he have the Sky Piercer yet? Yes, he does. So, I think that's his first stack. What?
Fandi, come on, man.
Oh, Gio's there too!
Oh!
It's a duo. The AE duo.
So is he the angry face or is he the happy which is the middle?
He's just one face.
One of the faces.
He is
one of the
a
faces.
face.
Well, for Nino though, he's gotta be a bit more careful. We know that the Cho is tanky, can move a lot, but let's be careful. But Luke, also low right now.
On down, Luke decides to go back in, put the wall down, and also the killer punches again on the screen. Vitalize coming down, super air strike. Burst him down, no AOG used. Moreno wings by wings. Luke pins them down for his crack. Hijime able to escape with the flicker. Light wants to chase with the glorious pathway, but Nino is keeping them at bay, just waiting there. Perhaps for a pick. Luke, but again, Annabelle with full stacks. Nino needs to go backward. Heis. Oh, that's away the dragon that catches Annabelle, but it's an all it dies. In the end, Heis gets caught by the Sky Piercer. Wall down by Luke. BTR taking the lead back in one fell swoop.
Definitely neutral objective take. They were able to take Heis and Nino and another member down from the side of Alter Ego. I don't know, do you think Alter Ego, they're playing a little too recklessly in these team fights?
I'm happy just going for some of these fights, but they gotta be careful, man. Oh, Annabelle. Look at the damage already ramping up. For Bigatron, they're just going for the right play, right? They keep going decisively for the neutral objectives, right? They get there first, they secure it better. Alter Ego, it just seems like Nino is trying to make all these plays happen, but the team really isn't having the same kind of work rate that he is right now. He's dashing all over the place, rotating all over the place, but somehow, some way, Bigatron always gets into the right place faster. And Luke, despite quote-unquote having less of an impact in the early game, has a lot more in some of these team fights.
It feels like the setups are really messy, right? That's the point. Oh, Nino again.
Another airstrike, Luke gonna be chain CC, still able to escape for now, but finally gets taken down by Heis. Now Annabelle walks him down. Like mine beats to the back. Heis still able to get that stun, or the shield rather. Light will back away. Great stolen glorious pathway, by the way, to slow them down.
Well, there you go, right? Finally, a setup coming from Nino finally gives them a kill over. It was on Luke. Is this the strategy that Alter Ego are looking for? Do they just keep looking for picks like this?
Well, even then, that setup was kind of... It wasn't really clean, right? It seemed kind of last minute, kind of seems kind of spontaneous. If they want to win against Bigatron, they gotta try and do better than that. Annabelle. Wow.
Even a few big ults here. Feather airstrike too from Moreno.
On the other hand, Nino is on the far side of the Lord. That's why we're trying to go for a kind of a split-foot approach right here. With Bigatron not really in position to kind of rush down the Lord, this can't really work in Alter Ego's favor.
We'll see. I mean, right now, Moreno still has yet to get the Feather Airstrike back, so they should be buying a little bit more time. Oh, wait, it's Nino again!
Oh! Shot up for Iman to get a free kill on. Hijime steals the Feather Airstrike. But at least Nino gets a turret down below.
Feels like he's been read out, though.
Huh? Yeah. Oh, desperate AOG, right? Able to stun out for the airstrike. Hijime won't be able to do it. Again with the fist crack. Oh, Iman wants to go for more. Doesn't have the last Death Sonata. Hijime walking back. Luke zoning them away. Iman force used up. Luke. There, good start. Oh, what happened to Gemma's HP bar?
3-for-1 trade. Once again in favor of Bigatron. It looks like they're going to be picking up the neutral objective as well. The Lord marching down in the top lane, ladies and gentlemen. With Bigatron holding on to a 2k gold lead. That's a holy crystal built in for Annabelle as well.
It's only 2k, but it really feels like Bigatron right now are really starting to gain some steam. Every single time they're the ones really engaging. They have more burst damage to use as well early on here. So Alter Ego, now they're really going to be forced to use all of their big ultimates reactively. either to clear the waves, either to really threaten a fight like they did earlier. And even then, if they misstep just a little bit, the damage coming in from Moreno and Eman, it's the Farsa Granger combo, and it hurts, man.
And Aman is leading quite some gold. 1,300 over on highs right now. That's almost an item.
With the Sky Piercer as well, by the way, he has 5 kills to his name. So, low HP bars for Alter Ego, just doom for them.
Holy defense. Talked already. You know, usually when you see a Cho on the other side with a Gatot, on a Granger, you go Purify. Eman trusts his skills and his team so much, he just goes for Slipper anyways.
And he's only been taken down once.
Same for Moreno, by the way.
Yeah, they just seem to understand that if they coordinate properly, it really shouldn't be an issue. And like you mentioned earlier, Eterna, Light was so good just reading out the rotation from Nino. So I think the reads allowed them to be a bit more reckless. But look at this, Nino!
There's halfway in the feather airstrike again. Dreams low. Annabelle backing forward to give him on space. Get this tier 2, but he won't commit. The plate's slow. It's a bottom tier 2 for BTR.
Well, they don't need to actually commit too hard anyways, right? Technically, they have the better scaling, the better range for a siege situation. Look at Gabby though!
Whoa! Way to drag in the Jiku no flicker combo there. Animal should be dead, and he does die in the end. Dreams revitalized. Actually, the front line. Glorious pathway by Hijime. Placed down. Eman gonna be caught very low, so able to dash out now. Further airstrike with a flicker forward. Dreams caught. Will still be able to survive for Scrag from low. And Eman snipes him down. Still looking for it. Forward defense. Proc in the bottom lane. Nino gonna be chunked again. Goes for the Jikudo, and Eman finally decides to back away with the rest of BTR.
That's why they call it the Chaos Derby, right? Even now it still lives up to the reputation, a 1-for-1 trade. Unfortunately for Alter Ego, it feels like the timers weren't really on their favor because it's still 23 seconds for the next neutral objective to spawn. Meanwhile,
Now that's a lot.
That's a lot, you're right.
50 stacks as well on the Sky Piercer.
That's just stacks upon stacks for Eman right here. As efficient as ever, and this is why they don't really have any reason to really overextend. Right there though, that was a great pick off by Nino to actually find Annabelle mid-dash, make the plays happen. But if they really want to win the whole game, there needs to be better follow-up towards it. Now with the Lord already spawning, all Trigo are going to be trying to find information.
But remember, oh wait,
Oh!
Nino?
Wait, the dragon over to Luke. Be good for Luke. Pops in the wall. There you go, Dream for the AOG with feather airstrike now. Moreno should be able to zone them away, and yes, he is able to. Eman dashing forward, flicker and forward. Eman, oh my goodness! Continues with a triple kill.
What in the world? And we don't expect anything less from this, but it looks like this inhibitor turn is going to be taken down. A 1v5 situation.
Moreno flying by with a Purify. Highs is able to stay alive, but not for long. Eman gets the legendary, an unofficial maniac as they wipe Alter Ego out.
But the waves did get cleared, and the HP bars are low from Bigatron. Alter Ego can extend this game even longer, but that only favors Bigatron. Building towards a 7,000, almost 8,000 earlier gold lead. It's looking bleak for Alter Ego. The plays are happening, but it just isn't enough. Especially because Bigatron are answering back with massive plays of their own. As Eman picks up a War Axe. Wants to be in the longer fights, get some more sustain, some more extra prolonged damage.
Is that 10-1-5? Wait a second. Annabelle?
Ooh.
10 beats.
Let's put some damage, alright? I mean, that last minute Rose Gold it's really beat Alter Ego to the punch once again. And now these inhibitor turrets are falling down like flies. The only one left is the bottom side. Light goes in.
Luke with the punch. Highs. Command Force unable to do much. Bottom turret 2 will be taken down. Annabelle with a dive again. Will be taken down though. Dreams punishes Annabelle. And BTR will be forced to be happy with just 2 base turrets though. That turret up top is very low conceal from Alter Ego.
Trying to find something more or get an answer. Ooh. Kind of a good read by Hijime to check out that bush. Bigatron weren't in there, but they were somewhere close. 2 base turrets down. Especially the one on the far side of the Lord is down as well. Alter Ego, we thought there was a split push approach perhaps in their minds, but now it's devolving into just an all-out team fight. Nino's looking for a chance to make something happen.
Doesn't get it in the end. All these stacks from Luke. I'd love to see the stacks flick. No flick out. That was the AOG. Moreno just walked out of that.
Ooh, that is not good. Counter from Bigatron though.
Oh, Luke gets them with a fist crack. Purify out from both Highs and Heejum, and Dreams isolated because of that though. Even with Immortality, that's another sack for Eman. Feathered Airstrike and the Flicker almost finding Heejum, man. He's quick too with those dashes on balance.
And with Dreams out of the picture now, it looks like Bigatron Alpha have one man up over Alter Ego. I'm wondering what their decision is going to be. It looks like they aren't going to go for the push. Luke and Light giving information, but the strategy still should be the next Lord. But again, Nino, oh wait, again.
Ooh, wait. Nice cut off. 2 Death Sonatas and it dealt that much damage, Nino. Wave the Dragon for not Highs. Still able to dash away from the Feather Airstrike, but is too low now. BTR gonna go for the Lord. Luke with the recall.
Showing off at this point. Man, Bigatron are playing it clean. Alter Ego, again, they are defending, but it's not looking any better for them at all. They need a massive moment, a massive pickup. At this point, if Iman doesn't take it out, I don't think they can win. If they use all of their spells, all of their ultimates, and get Iman, I still feel like that will be worth it. This late in the game, the gold laners have so much to say on how the fight actually goes. Highs, by all means, has damage. He's standing on 5 items, already with a Holy Crystal, Divine Glaive as well. But Eman just does more. If Alter Ego can kind of shut Eman down in this fight, maybe, just maybe they can extend it even more.
Hands throw to the mid lane. Anyway, will be enough to clear up top. Base it down, all 3. Dreams very low, gets sniped, threading the needle, Eman gets it! Annabelle kick to the base, still able to get away with electrifying beats. Another cannon in the mid lane, still there. Highs, Savant Force, Gebe with a stun. Loop is cracked to take Gebe out. Eman with a dash forward, flickers out of the rose gold. Luke still there. Highs able to get into the fountain in time. Highs getting the kill. Base wide open. Nino and Highs, can they do it? That's Heejum walking back out. Immortality ball by Eman, and Eman gets another. Highs dashes forward and gets gunned down once more. 17 minutes, BTR start the Chaos Derby with a win.
17 minutes, a 16-1-6 stat on Eman. What in the world was that performance on the Granger? He was what, 3,000-4,000 ahead of Highs towards the very end? Such a great way to open up this best-of-3 match. Bigatron leading this series.
That was ridiculous, man. Even right there in the final moments, you thought you've seen everything Bigatron has to offer. There was that play by Heejum to try and, as a last-ditch effort, at least get Eman one more time. But he reached through it. He gets out. Bigatron are just steps ahead of Alter Ego, and in a show when they got it, I would say. They were still unable to really stop Annabelle that reliably. Annabelle had a very great impact when it comes to taking away the attention, when it comes to actually dealing damage before dipping out, right? He was able to actually get in and out with relative safety. So now that the Tigreal isn't in the picture, I'm not sure why Bigatron can't really double down on that game plan. Go for the kite battle again, and still just use and abuse that joy mobility.
From the crowd. Make some noise for yours truly.
What about the Farsa? You think the Farsa's gonna be banned out here?
I'm not sure. I think the Farsa can still be banned out, but the Jawhead ban from BTR. Previously, it was a setup for the Hylos. I guess it's similar for the Gatot Kacha. That's why they banned out the Jawhead. They think the Hylos could still go XP, which is Nino's favorite pick this last season in XP.
He likes the more straightforward approach, just running in, getting that decisive moment. On the show, he was forced to be a bit more crafty, and a lot of people were saying in the back rooms that it was kind of working in the beginning, but as time goes on, he starts reverting back. Now Bigatron have the Yeve though, so it's not the Farsa, but it's all the range, and more importantly, all the slows as well. More skill shots landed from this Granger, more chance of someone getting caught in the avatar of the Guardian. It's shaping up to be quite the menacing composition.
So is this better or worse than the Farsa against the Hylos? Because again, I feel like Highs had the items, he had the damage, but he was still unable to get into the team fights because of that AoE. So Yeve or Farsa, is this worse?
I'm probably a bit biased, but I think the Yeve just works better. You provide more things. You have the damage from far away, but also the slow. Also the superior wave clear without the ultimate, and also the immobilize and the shielding. That's the reason why. The Farsa has an advantage when it comes to the mobility, but the way things are, you don't need to move that quick because the fights come to you sometimes. For Alter Ego though, Valentina, again, now with the Lucas though, Now it's kind of interesting. In theory, this should be the Lucas EXP with the Hyla's Roam. So what exactly are Bigatron gonna pitch up against the Sacred Beast?
What is it? Valentina's picked up by them as well.
Yeah, thinking about it real hard right now. For the XP, no Padang, no CC, no Phobius. Edith is also not really the best choice because Valentina can steal with the Primal Wrath. This is a really good setup for Lucas already. I don't know, where do you go if you're BTR right now for XP?
Is glue an option?
Glue, not bad against the Hylos. Not too sure about going up against the Lucas, yeah. I guess they end up going for the glue. Good call there. Gluke. It is one of his comfort picks from back when he was playing at Geek Fam.
The Gluke Madison combo. Now we'll see, man. I think, again, Altrigo has so much aggression built in, but they have to try and make sure that they do get the decisive fights. Now they have the Glorious Pathway, technically a longer duration skill compared to the average of the Guardian we saw just earlier. But now Bigatron are the ones in possession of the Avatar of the Guardian, so they can very easily disengage as well. So Altrigo gotta find ways to, or just pick the right time to really barrel through and just run straight for Bigatron.
Because they definitely need it right now. Match point for Bigatron Alpha, the Red Robots, leading this best of 3 series 1-0. As we enter the land of dawn, ladies and gentlemen, the question remains, with Lucas coming through, Valentino coming through, Suyo, Hylos, and Harith, is this the draft that will be able to prolong this series into the 3rd game? Only time will tell as we go into the land of dawn.
Kind of worried for Altrigo with Moreno in possession of that Eve, man. This guy is really good at the high ground playstyle as well. It's not only the Valentinas that Altrigo needs to be concerned about. Now with more chances for Moreno to technically make the plays happen, in fact, there's going to be moments where Altrigo might be caught off guard.
Okay. Oh, early on. I think they were able to steal the green camp away from BTR. Luke up top, though, is what I'm saying. Yeah, Glue, I think in the team fights he'll be alright, but against Lucas in lane, it'll still be a struggle.
Bigatron are able to get that lift, though. And looking at the Romans, at least, it's just all defense, man. You need the defense if you're the Roma right now, because you're taking a beating. But along with that, it's not really too much difference technically from the rest. But on the top side, Luke has the agility, so putting more emphasis on roaming around more than just sustaining the lane. And technically he can do so because he has built-in sustain. So that's an advantage he's trying to make use of. With Dreams on the high loss, won't really be able to make a lot of plays happen. He has to wait for the big moments later on with the neutral objective.
Wait, Luke was recalling earlier on and Nino was caught under turret.
Yeah.
Is that what we're expecting? I thought Lucas was supposed to win the lane.
Yeah, he was winning, and then once he got level 2, the glue started to come in, but finally I think now Luke is given the respect. Over, Gebe walks up, just chunking Luke a bit, but he should be able to get that HP back.
Nino isn't level 4 just yet though. Oh, goes for the wave cut actually. Great move right here. It should guarantee that Altrico has the first step, the first move.
Yeah.
Bigatron though, recognized that immediately. Light won't be level 4, it seems like, so they might really be forced to let this go.
Bunch of fine beats used up. Annabelle was stunned up earlier. Free Turtle to Gebe. He didn't use the Retribution, might be going for the orange buff, and I think they will be able to zone BTR away from this orange buff. Luke coming in, slap, pass the flicker. RWM plays down as well. Luke, popping a split. Wow, Gebe caught and taken out. First blood already. Luke is just chunking or soaking in all the damage, trying to bring Nino back. Good CC immune. Annabelle. Electrifying beats over to Dreams with the orange buff there.
Ooh.
Doesn't get enough damage to take him down, but will be able to go onto the purple buff. Doesn't have the Retribution. They still try to force this out. It's very low. Luke, slam, pass, Nino. Zone them away.
And they don't necessarily overcommit onto the purple buff either. I think Bigatron turned that entire thing around. The power of the RWM, I believe.
It was looking good for Altrico getting the advantage in the neutral objective and then trying to punish Bigatron afterwards. But I guess they just really underestimated the chance for Bigatron to make a play happen. They should really saved, especially for Gebe, some of the mobility tools to get out, you know, just in case something like that actually happens. It's a great move for them to recognize what was going on and capitalize. But what is going on in the arena?
I have absolutely no idea.
We're hearing whoops.
Are they yodeling?
I don't know. What is that?
Which side of the room is it coming from?
Both.
Okay.
That's the chaos derby for you.
Interesting.
back to the game. Any items that stand out at this point in time?
Well, Moreno once again, I don't recall who played the Yeve in day one, but this is the build right now. Just Demon Shoes straight into some of the utility, the glowing wands and the wishing lanterns. So I think Moreno took a spam out. So look at Eman.
Yeah, full gank there with the AOG too. Eman sliced and diced by Gebe. Revitalized from Light a bit late, but Dreams walks out with a Revitalized too. What? Light still gets the slam dunk on him. The slow. Hijuman gets the splash to take Light down. Becomes a 2-for-1. And Highs will be able to deny that entire wave from Eman.
And that's Alter Ego picking up the tempo. 1k gold lead in the first 4 minutes of the game. We saw that most of the members of Bigatron Alpha were actually in the top side of the map, and yet I don't think they were able to get anything out of it. Was it just to get the gold shield turret in the top side?
I think they were trying to set up for the next neutral objective, and Alter Ego definitely got the advantage there. Bigatron though, funny enough, are going to be on the turtle first. And Alter Ego, with Valentina being so low, won't be able to do anything. They were content just spending all their resources to shut down Eman, technically. But overall, with Bigatron taking the turtle, it's not too bad. But with the gold lead for Alter Ego, it's a better start compared to the previous game.
So we're already seeing some adaptations coming in from Alter Ego, right? It's not only just fight, but they're going for ganks onto Eman. We saw the power that Eman was able to have when he's left untouched in the lane. And he's on a Granger once again, so they do want to stop that from happening. Now, let's see the adjustments as we get into the mid-game, because it is still the early game portions. Even though Gib is a level ahead of Annabelle right now.
It's a level ahead. The farming power of the Suyo. I would think that Annabelle would be a higher level, considering that they haven't really been fighting as much technically, but it seems like for both teams, it's all about the rotations, right? You never know when the rotations from both these teams are gonna clash down in a single lane. Highs though, asserting some dominance right there. Gone is GOAT.
That's true. Light able to escape now. Often revitalize AOG out of there. Locks him down with a hell of Moreno's real world manipulation. Hijume will be caught. Split on him. Mounting Hijume. Let's see if they can get the kill down. Highs can't basic attack and Hijume dies in the end. Moreno gets traded in forward as well as Nino dives in back. Luke slam, pass. Eman walking forward. Annabelle's rejoined the team fight in the mid lane. He goes like divine beams. Brought back under the turret. Eman got the snipe there. So ends up being Eman who gets the kill.
Overall, so worth it for Bigatron, equalizing the gold advantage as well. Highs though.
But split Highs on a signature pick on the Harris. Back and forth he goes to stop Luke from mounting him on that split.
Finally, a bit of a dip in the action, but the gold lead that Alter Ego has gotten earlier is nowhere to be seen. Only 500 gold. And at this point, Eman just picked up the Sky Piercer, so he's going to be looking to start stacking that up. And with the big ultimates available for Bigatron, I feel they're going to be willing to take this fight unless Alter Ego wants to rush it down.
Annabelle's leading in EXP right now, but it doesn't look like they wanted to go for the contest. He was actually focusing on his purple buff instead, so that is going to be another neutral objective taken over into the hands of Alter Ego.
Right now for Alter Ego, it's going to be quite annoying later on if they really want to get a decisive fight. Because even if they do go for the Glorious Pathway, the backline members can get zoned out by Luke on the glue. We saw it earlier, man. Hijume slowly but surely getting splattered on by the glue. And, you know, it's not a lot of damage initially, but it builds up over time. And if you look at the items, still the healing reduction with the Dominance Ice for Luke on the glue, and Starlium for Annabelle, so it has a lot of 2 damage, but look at this.
Luke slams low, pass gets 4! And with the real revelation, Luke still very low. Highs catches him light with the AOG earlier. Annabelle! In the midst of the team fight, just dealing damage to mine, cleans him up, get it! Walk forward, Soul Sever! But gets caught in the Sky Piercer shot of Eman again.
How does he do this over and over again? At the end of the day, the 2-for-3 trade. Eman was dodging every single skill shot as Highs goes in for the kill.
Almost. Into the turret. Well played, Highs.
Well, there you go, 3-for-3.
Quick work made out of Light right there. But you have to remember, that's 3 kills to Eman after the Sky Piercer. He did dodge almost quite literally everything, Eterna, in that fight, man. Just saving the mobility tools, knowing that I think the last victim there was Gebe. Was going to go for a last ditch effort. So Eman, again with the read, is just doing so well. But again, we're seeing the power of the Luke in the hands of Nino. It's not a jungle Luke. Jungle Lucas. Getting mixed up here. But he was doing a ton of damage there. So Bigatron needs to try and respect it a little bit.
For sure. Because even in that team fight... Oh, wait a second. Gaby? Alright. So Gaby now level 12. Annabelle at level 12. So they're both equally able to get the neutral objective. But wait a second. Again, Luke goes in.
This time won't be going in deep, just trying to poke getting a bit of the position back. Hijume's been chunked. I think 3 shots of the Death Sonata so far. RWM from Hijume. What? Eman almost punishing him, forcing Hijume to flick around. No mid laner means Alter Ego have to back away.
That's it.
That was not the move for sure, but Luke stunned up, split, AOG coming to the back as well. High still having the position to go for Zaman Force, but Gemming is bursting down. Luke's able to flick around as Zaman kites away. High's coming down, and Man able to dodge away just in time. The Rhapsody is there for another Sky Piercer stack as Annabelle gets the Lord. BTR now in full control.
Oh no, this is looking like a disaster for Alter Ego now. The way that Bigatron Alpha played that team fight was so beautiful. I mean, this time though, despite Moreno being with the real world manipulation, it looked like Heiss was still able to dish out the damage, but the next problem wasn't Moreno, it was actually Luke and Light at the same time.
And Luke just went in there towards that backline. Like we said, a lot easier, you know, you not expect that kind of presence in the middle of the fight. And looking at Eman, at 2 minutes, 500 stacks. How the heck did he even achieve that? It's crazy. Right? There's some damage, still okay. Again, it's Eman stitching it down. Nino, the front line, has taken half his HP worth of damage from Eman.
Ooh, BOD as well now.
Oof, man, more execute power. Nino went for the Radiant Armor, by the way, and because he's going to be mashed up against the Heave, the Glue. Doesn't really have a lot of physical defense. So if Eman gets his hands on him, looking really, really bad for Nino.
Oh, what was that? Oh, another one! He doesn't want to go for the final shot there, but it was Eman and Moreno, the long-range combo.
It's a different long-range combo, but every bit as effective. 4.6k gold lead for Bigatron, especially with Annabelle not picking up the Holy Crystal as well. It's going to be a lot more. We're going back to that situation in game number 1. So many things that Alter Ego have to kind of consider. Even when they have the Lucas right here, they can kind of one-shot someone with his full combo. Who is Nino going to be looking for in these fights? Is it going to be Eman? Is it going to be Annabelle? In theory, it should be Eman, but he is just so safe in the background. That's the value of the Granger.
And he's also so rich.
Oh, Dreams! Even with the glorious pathway, just gets thrown back? What is that? Like, thrown? Choke slam back? I don't know.
Chokeslam?
He just got slammed into
The RKO.
The RKO by Glue. Man, that's just difficult.
Not glue, Gluke.
Alter Ego, man. That was Dreams. That was the main front line, but now there's this issue of that Dreams has no mobility, right? He can only speed up without the ultimate. Even with the ultimate, it's only a speed up. Look at this, Alter Ego.
I don't think they want to be going on. Oh my god, another Death Sonata. Gebe and Nino forced to just stand in front of him to body block a possible Death Sonata.
How do they shut Eman down?
I mean, at this point, it's just difficult. He's getting more and more stacks. He still has all the protection. And look at the way that both teams are positioning, right? Eman doesn't really put himself in a risky situation. Whenever he's stuck in those times where he has to 1v3, 1v2, he never walks in there willingly. Alter Ego will be forced to expend an ultimate, a battle spell to get to that situation to begin with. But look at this, Annabelle getting ran down by Dreams. Even the Zaman Force no longer available. Oh, that's disaster for Alter Ego.
This is right before the Lord take as well. This is a really bad setup now for Alter Ego, losing those 2 important resources. Bigatron, all they need to do is play it the exact same way that they were able to do it. Light's charging right now. Opens up the map, gives information. Oh, this is making me really nervous.
Again, the poke from Moreno and Eman continues. Pressure Alter Ego, Luke walking up. With no care in the world, Moreno getting a better position. Again, Annabelle securing the Lord. Luke with the flicker down as well. Moreno doing the same thing, but it gets Stoban. RWM to get the shielding with the Revitalizer. Also low by Hijume with a dive. And there you go with Highs there. AOJ, repositioning. Flickering out the safety. High still jumping back and forth with the chrono dashes. trying to look for the kills. Annabelle and Emma still ready. 3, 4, 2 currently. Annabelle for the position. Gebe has already used the surge. Dream still has the stun. Annabelle, can he do it? No. Wait. Annabelle jumping again. Gebe! What? Tries to go in, gets punished by Annabelle. Oh, it's a disaster. Highs, can he try to win it again? A miscommunication. Dreams puts down the carpet, but there's no one there.
Oh no.
Highs wanted the back, Dreams wanted the fight. Alter Ego end up dying to the hands of Eman.
Legendary Aman once again. 9-1-4, ladies and gentlemen, in game number 2. And the Lord is still marching down in the bottom lane. Aman and Annabelle already on standby. The range, Annabelle goes in.
Zaman Force used, but that's a bait. Now Highs doesn't have Zaman Force. Eman is getting him down, slowly but surely getting the job done. Still has the shield. Annabelle again pressuring, threatening. Wave up top. Alter Ego sent there. Mid lane base turret threatened as well. That's a taunt over. Oh, slam past Nino. Able to get to the beast form just in time. Body blocked by Luke. Up top, there's still a mini wave cleared out by Gebe in time.
Slow approach for Bigatron right here. Again, no risk required. They just keep playing the same game, keep punishing Alter Ego for all these mistakes. That was looking so good there. The play initially by Nino to end up behind Bigatron. That's the win condition we've been talking about. Eman, for a split second there, looked vulnerable, looked possible to be taken out. But then he flickers over the wall. He has 760 stacks, 80 stacks on the Sky Piercer. That is unreal, man. Alter Ego need to find a way to shut this guy down. They saw a bit of what was possible in the previous fight. They need to know their limits though. They can't overextend like that.
Communication has got to be better as well. It looks like Bigatron is going to try and invade onto the purple buff.
Nino. Beast form, Luke! Able to get the slam, but they're able to dash away now. Zaman Force used up. AOG coming down. Dreams revitalized. Luke! Whoa, way too aggressive, buddy. Nino going over the line. Hijime doing the same. Plate surge from Gebe. Oh
Gebe.
no, Gebe! Gets away, just barely. Annabelle bursting through the horse. Moreno executes him in the mid lane.
What is that damage, my guy? The Hylas danced on to death. Radiant armor in the hands of Dreams, but it doesn't matter when Annabelle went for the Weshing Lantern as well with the Divine Glaive. A ton of HP, max HP damage. So now Alter Ego technically are playing as if they have no front line. Both Eman and Annabelle has shown they can melt down Dreams just like that. He won't even be around for this next Lord fight. Hijime wants to try and do something about it.
He has the AOG. I don't know if that's going to be enough. Lord, reset.
They have to be very quick and decisive with this. They can't play the long game anymore. Like you mentioned, the frontliners aren't even frontliners anymore. The Highlands have still...
What? Annabelle has just ran them down. Kempe was forced to leave Hijime alone. And that's a free Lord. Eman claims it. Oh, man.
And now there's no Hijime for 30 seconds. What is Annabelle building? Is this the regular build that the Joy goes for?
It's essentially full damage there. Starlium Sight into the Holy Crystal, and then the Wishing Lantern. I think that's like the big component there. And then Blood Wings and Divine Glaive. He's been full items for a while now, by the way. So that's where you're seeing the damage. That's the late game Joy, and that's the final base tower. Gebe, gotta be careful.
Last base turret, Alter Ego has just fallen. Hijime will be able to spawn back in. Highs walked in. Oh, I'm not sure about that Zaman Force. Right as the Lord is about to enter the base.
No resources.
Oh boy. Oh, Luke. Luke understands it. Slam, pass forward. No RWM just yet right there. It's going to be zoning them away. Hijime is the one who pops in. The RWM. Light goes into AOG. Eman's still able to free hit right now as they go in for the dive. Highs almost gets in the base. The Lord is on him. Annabelle will get rid of Gebe. Light falls. Annabelle, does he survive? No, he does not. He dies in the base and it ends up being a defense for Alter Ego.
They defended successfully.
No, real world manipulation from Moreno. Eman gets the kill. Highs, you have another. Zaman Force, Luke going to die to the single pitch. And Eman with another. That's two. Nino, can he withstand this? It's a triple again for Eman. He wants to go for the Maniac. It's Nino against two. Winter Crown. And a shot for the Maniac to end the game.
2-0 clean sweep by the Red Robot. robots. A maniac to close the series by Eman once again on the Granger. What a performance by the Red Robots. Unfortunate loss for Alter Ego.
One of the longest matches so far, at least in this season. Game's going 18 minutes here in game number 2. But then Bigatron made it look one-sided. It really was one-sided. The Maniac to secure the game in the end too, just to top it off. Jeez. Bigatron, man, what are they on?
What is Eman on? What is the Sky Kid on, bro? We got the Alter Ego fans in the building,
Poor
stressed
Gio.
out.
Poor Gio.
Oh my lord.
It's a good day.
There were some moments there for Alter Ego. That last fight, it seemed like there was a possibility. But Bigatron come back for the rematch and they sealed the deal, man. They silenced the doubters. The CC.
And another thing is, this might be a bit too greedy, because remember, in this meta, a lot of times you go for the XP, a tank XP, so that you can give the XP gold later on after the 5th minute to your jungler. This is a Nolan, Sicilian, CC, and Granger. All of them are fighting for gold. All of them will be fighting for farm.
That does make sense. And I also would have thought that Onyx would want to pick up the Farsa for themselves against the Irithel. RQ though, last 2 picks. Do they want to go for something like Valentino Aurora? Oh, they do.
Oh!
Okay.
We've
All right.
When the first time we saw RRQ this season, the chip was banned against them. So it seems like so far one of the teams are able to utilize this chip to a fearsome degree. But Onyx, they think that they can handle it. With the Valentina taken up though, what is Sans? No wait, hang on a minute. Sans already has a pick. What what roamer here is going to allow them to actually withstand and even peel back to protect the Granger and the Sicilian?
Hylos. Well, you asked for peel back, right? And the Hylos does come through. Let's talk about winning lanes now for both of these teams.
Well, first thing that pops up is the Irithel, definitely. We've been talking about it throughout the whole day, saying it's a great counter. Why haven't we seen it? Now it's there. So I think the Irithel will be doing fine. Valentina Sicilian, I feel like that's kind of balanced. That depends on the roamer, and Gatot is on the high inside of RRQ along with the Suyo. So I feel like for now, the early game should favor RRQ.
My question is just Valentina. How's this Valentina going to play in, right? Because there were no big ultimates when he picked up the Valentina. But I guess the Hylos now?
I guess that's it. We'll have to see, ladies and gentlemen. Already as a debut match for the Sky Kings, we've seen their prowess on the international stage, and we're going to see exactly what they're made of as we enter the Land of Dawn for the Royal Derby between RRQ and Onyx. Game number 1, here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. The debut match for this new Onyx, and it's up against the first runners-up of Season 14.
I have no idea what to expect as of right now, but again, keep your eyes on the mid lane rotations, but also in that gold lane, right? Two gold laners with a lot to prove and a lot of questions thrown at them. We'll have to see how that plays out, especially with this matchup that's kind of fresh. We haven't seen the Irithel Granger matchup too much just yet. That's going to be the Master Assassin for Toy as well, so definitely aiming to be a more dominant presence. Secure in the Wilderness Blessing for Edok on the chip though, so expect the quick rotations from that as well.
That's why he went for the Valentina. Rin just zoning Sans away from this wave. Catches him with the claws, but that's a Rin's win. Sans will lose out a bit of minions, maybe the entire wave, because it's actually pushing towards Rin's.
Yeah, Sans wasn't able to actually push it all completely, so it's left halfway pushing for RRQ. A great start, technically, but what can they do with that? Dyron already getting kind of low. It is a tough matchup, a CC against anyone, but Kyrie is in the area.
Hazel gets a 2-man stun! A flicker out, Sanguine Claw Revitalize coming down to Keyboy. Very low, Hazel with the Queller. 1 HP, Kyrie jumps it forward. Edok gonna be able to get the stun down onto Kyrie. Flicker shot another stun with a blade surge. Kyrie wants a kill before he dies. Hazel unable to get the kill. Kyrie dashing away with first blood. Can Hazel chase him down? Kyrie tries to go for some damage, but ends up dying in the end.
That's a 1-for-1 trade, ladies and gentlemen. Kyrie for Edok. I mean, in the grand scheme of things, you did mention RRQ's early game prowess, and that's exactly what we're seeing right now with no Kyrie on the board as well. Hazel trying his luck on the neutral objective. He's kind of low. Will be forced to retreat with the zoning coming in from Rez and Keyboy. But that's the story for now. RRQ being able to utilize their early game aggression for a little bit more here, I see.
Oh, front touch with the AOG, locking him down there. Oh, still, great retry from Kai. Diamond walks up, gets a big pop. Now it's Rez all alone left to deal with 5. Toy takes the shortcut back up to lane.
2-0 trade, Onyx picks up some neutral objective, and surprisingly so, Kyrie's actually 2 levels above Hazel right now.
I mean, he was still able to get that turtle, but in exchange for 2 kills, still somewhat even right now, but the longer the game goes, the more there's a chance. This is the issue with these global ultimate heroes. The longer there's a chance for RRQ to go for that massive shortcut play and just turn things around. Onyx definitely wants to kind of scale up, let Sans get that damage, get CW, get the stacks, but still, against RRQ, that's an X factor that's always in your minds. Oh, look at this talent prediction though, wait a minute. Eterna, we switched places, now I'm the one with Papulo.
And you know what happens when you're with Papulo.
You get it right. Win?
Oh, you get it right. Okay, we'll see.
Did he get the Ultra Ego one right?
No.
He's 50-50 today, right?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe no, Geekfam also lost. He's 0% right now.
Well,
Not looking good, Arashi Hoshi.
we'll find out, we'll wait and see.
But again, how is Kyrie ahead of Hazel? I thought Suyo was the better jungler, the better farmer, the faster farmer.
No one has a healthy clear speed as well. I think it's the extra neutral objective. And technically, oh no, actually no, they both have 1 kill, so it seems to be the maneuverability. Because Nolan has like faster dashes, whereas for Hazel on the Suyo, there's a bit of a long cooldown on that dash.
Actually, hold up. The chain CC, Kyrie, you made a mistake. It's caught by Hazel. A shortcut, a crash course.
Shut him down, 2 levels ahead. I think they need to... Oh, wait a second, Rez?
They're not stopping. Rez is going to be next to the top. Involved with the vengeance. 2 Hazel is on a killing spree. Keyboy walks up, not able to get the stun just yet. Now Hazel's still able to escape. Gets caught by the glorious pathway earlier. Gets him slowed down. But RRQ have control over the neutral objective.
With ByteDance as well, Hazel actually is quite low, but Kyrie won't be there in time, knows it, goes for his orange instead. RRQ! But 1 shortcut play immediately sets the pace. Onyx needs to be careful now. And their scouter is people on the Hyla, so it's not even that safe anyhow. Oof, that was a close one.
Oh, the maneuverability of Hazel right now is kind of gross. Every time Onyx want to go in for a play for him, he's still able to worm himself out of these situations. Oh, Kyrie?
Oh, 2 Rins. Oh, Beast gets away.
Happy feet by Wins there, dancing around, but ooh, Redoc getting zoned out by Keyboy. So it's a scary situation to be in for both roamers, man. At any point, both teams can just suddenly pull the trigger and just go for a pickup onto this roam, but Tyrant's the one opening the bushes up right now.
He's still deciding to stay. Wow, playing with fire here.
He might recall now and maybe join the fight back again using the shortcut. But looking at the audience predictions, RRQ having the favor of the masses.
Not surprised. I thought it would be more, honestly. 80% maybe. This is the audience prediction by GoPay, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, as Hazel is pushing in the bottom turret. See, with so much action going on, we haven't really talked about or have an update about the gold lane matchup. How's CW doing against Toy on the Irithel?
Seems like it's an even matchup for now, but the fact that it's an Irithel, I think it's also discouraging Onyx from going for a gank. Because if you look at it, they don't have a lot of tools to kind of keep Toy in place, but look at this, whoa!
Oh, aggressive maneuver there from Toy, AOG as well. CW able to fling around, Blade Surge from Hazel gets CW. Great shortcut play.
Is it still even?
Not after that one, but that was everything and the kitchen sink. The shortcut, crash court, also with the AOG. It didn't even land, but there's just so much damage available. And RRQ with a 2k gold lead, and immediately just rotates towards the turtle. Kyrie is in the picture, but is this something that Onyx still feels confident enough to try and challenge?
He's on level 10, here's level 10, so he's actually caught up.
Oh, he's almost 11 actually, so there's that. As Darren gets kind of low, the ultimates are kind of off for RRQ.
Glorious pathway. Oh, Sans What a sanguine claw! Now the vengeance from Rez. Toy not able to go for it. Hazel went for the Soul Sever. Now will be caught. Kyrie walks back up. CW claims the shot and a triple from out of nowhere.
Now is it even?
Back to CW. RRQ, the ultimates weren't available just yet. They walked up right there, and Onyx timed it.
Oh, Rin.
That was kind of sketchy, but whoa. Rin's taking a lot of shots there.
I mean, he tried. He made a 50-50 point flip. Didn't work out for him, but he didn't get taken down either. So, fair play. Onyx should be able to push in that turret to the bottom side as well, alongside with that neutral objective that they were able to take. But this is feeling very back and forth between both of these teams, right? CW now catching up, I believe, 3-1-0 KDA. How's his items looking?
Item-wise, 2 items for Toya right now. The Berserker's Fury along with the Has Claw, so a lot of sustain built in for Toy. Whereas for CW, he has the Sky Piercer, Malefic Roar, and Hunter Strike at this point. So if RQ wants to go for this brawl style, they still have to be careful not to give a lot of those kills to CW in the next upcoming fights.
Was this Sky Piercer before the kills?
I
dropped?
believe it was.
So he's at 30.
I think it's 20. I think maybe 1 kill was from earlier, but Dyron
Tries to go in and shortcut backwards. CW able to figure out the safety. Rin's caught in the back spots again. It's Calvin Winata with another Sky Piercer stack.
There you go, additional 10.
Yeah. Whoa. Looking for a flank again. That's a nada. Kyrie wants to go for that angle. A bit too risky, knowing that Hazel has a stun.
Oof, RRQ, they're going for this this aggressive play with the shortcut with the AOG, but Onyx is doing a great job just getting out of it, right? Not getting hit by the initial engage, making sure that Edo has to go really deep to really get some of the trio targets. It's really working out for Onyx right now. Again, they do scale really well, but look at this, whoa!
Hazel cut down by the glorious pathway, and that's another for Calvin Winata.
26 seconds left for the clock for him to spawn back into the game, and it's only 3 seconds for that next neutral objective. That Lord is already in the Land of Dawn, and you can see Onyx going in for the better setup. I think it all depends on Edok here. What's he planning?
And the man down with no jungler. Oh, Edok. But can he find something?
Whoa, CW to mid lane against Rins. AOG from Dyron trying to save that Lord fight. Or trying to contest the Lord, rather. Kyrie secures it.
That was kind of sketchy, man. We just saw earlier RRQ's members using the movement tools, getting caught by the glorious pathway. That really could have easily happened again there with Dyron jumping in with the AOG. Ewoy had the glorious pathway available. Now with the Lord in play though, RRQ, they don't want to play it safe and clear first. No, Onyx pulled the trigger first.
That range advantage doing really good for Onyx. It's a trouble. It's a big hassle for RRQ to deal with.
But it's not over until it's over, especially with RQ having the chip. We've seen RQ play since yesterday, and it's always been Edok being able to turn things around. So with Edok's positioning here, the way he's lurking, the way he's... It's nerve-wracking still for Onyx. It only takes 1 moment for this to turn around. It's only a 2.7k gold difference.
Yeah, but all the turrets are going to be taken out by Onyx very early on, actually, so it's a great result for them. Edok no longer in a position to flank, to go for a surprise play. Glorious pathway.
Just to give CW space. Hope to siege. A stun onto Rez. Instantly back and away. Dyron gets trapped on the side. Claws gets out barely from the last bat impact.
Oh boy, now the Wishing Lantern completed by Sans too. Dyron, as well as Edok, is going to take a lot more damage per bat impact. RRQ with a 3k gold disadvantage. They already cleared the Lord, now it's back to the setup attempts. And Edok trying to do something on the other side, but these hurt my... Whoa!
With a shortcut this time, CW able to flicker out in time. Edok very low, Rez cuts him down. Now with a vengeance, Hazel. Oh no, not like this. Kyrie going for the chase. Hazel with the retreat. Hazel, a grand escape is what he's looking for, but all CW needs is just one last shot. Hazel tries to juke. He tries to go back in, and CW just takes him out.
Unfortunately for him, that's a 2-for-0 trade now. And that's a man disadvantage. They should be able to control completely over the enemy jungle, and man, it's not looking good for RQ.
It seemed like they were jumping onto the res on the CC, by the way. Not really the ideal target. So Onyx is just making it difficult for RRQ, limiting their options, forcing them into hard decisions here. And now with the siege coming up again, Onyx poke is just relentless.
Rin's picked up the Starlium Scythe, by the way, for the Valentina.
Let's get a bit more burst damage. But if you're talking about burst, man, at this point, Onyx are the ones with all the burst. In fact, Hazel, I feel like, has been going in and really miscalculating the amount of damage he can actually deal. Maybe that's because of the gold discrepancy. But, ooh, they need to kind of clean up as we take a look at the MPL Extremer by Good Day Coffee. It's gonna be Vin.
Captain Vin.
Captain
Vin.
Captain Vin.
That's captain to you, Arashi.
Oh.
To me too. Who was XP tier by the way.
XP tier, by the way, yes. Oh man. With this setup though, RRQ won't be able to use the chip to their advantage. When they're dancing around like this, the poke damage will just keep coming and coming.
Yeah, I don't know how they're gonna deal with this because Rez is starting to really hurt too. Edok!
Look at Toy.
CW, great positioning with the Glorious Pathway, plays down from Keyboy. CW gets a bit more movement as well. Dyron poke down. Now Sans!
Toy.
Toy! Diving in deep, revitalized with a nature! CW buys it in time but still gets gotten down by Toy! Now, what? Oh no!
Mid-fight? Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it seems like we are experiencing a technical pause. We are trying to figure out what is going on behind the scenes. We want to make sure that fair play is our utmost priority, and we want to make sure the best of viewing experiences for you. It looks like there's some trouble from the side of Onyx. Maybe there was an issue with the connection. What do you think is going on with Keyboy? Miracle, do you know?
No
Can you tell? No? Alright.
Your guess is as good as anyone's at this point. That's crazy.
That was a crazy fight though. It was a crazy fight.
An immediate turnaround. And the crazy part, I mean, this is why the Royal Derby is such a big thing. The audience immediately erupted.
So RQ gets a 3-4-1 trade and they get the Lord.
And that seemed like a bad engagement from RRQ. The AOG doesn't box anyone in, the AOG doesn't land on anyone. Edok did not get to actually jump on someone with that shortcut play. But overall, because Toy was in the right place at the right time, you have to wonder if that's all calculated, if they were trying to corral Onyx to the upper side of the map for Toy to make that play. But here is Sans with 240 stacks. I think at this point, at 14 minutes, it's decent. I think it's too crazy. But it's only going to get higher and higher. Same thing for CW. With this Lord, I feel like RRQ are going to be pressured to try and find something a bit more decisive.
What about CW stacks? 594, I think.
Is it? A lot of guns completed by Toy, by the way, so more range.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
One last shot.
Relax.
Calm down. Rin's is forced a recall though, so they're not gonna have, unless of course Edok uses his portal.
Could be the angle here.
Yep. Could be concealed already from Edok. Lord targeting the bottom lane. Still Onyx doing a good job at dealing with that Lord. Rin's walking back. They will not commit the shortcut. All base turrets remain intact for Onyx.
So it's damage control, right? I think this is the best case scenario for Onyx from the disaster that happened earlier in the hands of Toy. Not losing any inhibitor turrets. Still, though, RQ are holding onto the gold lead. At this point... Oh, wait a second.
That's only Sanguine Claws. That's with the Athena shield, by the way.
Wow. Percentage max HP damage. That's the name of the game right there. Dyron!
Oh, Dyron's got to be careful. He has the AOG. Gets shot one more time.
Oh, man.
Oh, Toy. Ow.
Assassin Toy?
Assassin Toy.
What is going on here?
He's playing. Oh, man.
You'll be farming to try to get some more items. He just stands there.
He already has
menacingly.
full, to be fair. So maybe he doesn't need items anymore.
I think he still needs to be careful though, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
for sure.
Now Onyx know, okay, Toy likes to be alone.
Could be an angle that can try and abuse. But so far, only the gold inners are at max HP. And you can see that Keyboy is gearing more for the longer duration fight with the blade armor, with the Cuirass Dominance Eyes. For Dyron, it's all about just surviving the initial burst with the Cuirass and then the Athena. If he can kind of survive long enough to get an AOG off, that's the best you can hope for against a composition like this. And oof, Rinse. Gotta be careful, man. He's been aggressive again and again, but Onyx have so many ways to punish over-aggression here. The Sanguine Claws with the Glorious Pathway as well. A great benefit to RRQ though from the previous fight is also the fact that CW lost some of those stacks, just got taken out. So that's another factor that Onyx has to kind of contend with.
6 seconds left for the next Lord to spawn into the game right now. Seems like RRQ have a bit more control. Wait a second, what's going on in the bottom lane? When they're pushing the waves.
It was a setup, I think, for Edoc and Hazel to potentially go for a pickoff or go for a split push play. Whoa, hang on.
Shortcut, Kyrie, and the tough spot, Bates 5. They're all gonna try to take the shortcut, same with Glorians! Flickers out the safety, Edoc though, and Dyron cut out by Keyboy with the glorious pathway. Dyron, can you escape? He has the AOG, can he get the range? Keyboy stuns him once, Dyron watching over the AOG, does pop it in time. Rez, right there, to cut him off one more time, same with Clouds by Kaisel. We'll get the Lord, Dyron thought enough time!
It's a bait, it was all a bait, it was all a setup by RRQ. Onyx completely tunnel visioning on Dyron there, and RRQ gets the Lord uncontested 17 minutes into the game.
That was scary though. Kyrie getting out of the shortcut play, so great awareness there. But afterwards, it seemed like RRQ were gonna get cut off, but they just stayed calm and immediately looked for options, alternatives. Now Dyron's gonna be up in 10 seconds. The wave on the bottom lane is actually holding the Lord back long enough. They might be able to get a full 5v5. But against this composition, again, it's just not that simple. Even when they have the 4K, almost 5K gold advantage, even when they have the Lord, this is a tough situation to crack.
Look at this. Rins has stolen the glorious pathway. Oh, they will push the bottom lane, so it's going to Marchin alone.
Interesting. Not going for a simultaneous push, but they get the first base turret. Wishing Lantern for Rins, by the way, on the Valentina.
Wow.
Oh man!
Always damage. Glorious pathway from Rins. Trying to zone them away. 2 base turrets now taken down, up top and down below for RRQ, and they are happy with that.
Still can't push further than that, right? Inhibitor turret in the top side, inhibitor turret in the bottom side, but that is something that RRQ can utilize to their advantage in their next upcoming Lord Dance. That wave is going to be naturally pushing in favor of RRQ, but Toy is still there.
He might be trying to just stick around, knowing that he has so much range, so much mobility as well with the sprint. Again, there's ways to punish it still. Now Dyron's the one on lookout duty, sitting out there. He just finished a Twilight Armor, by the way, so just really gearing up to survive the initial burst and then go from there. I feel like the idea now, when it comes down to the team fights, is whether or not RRQ can get their hands on the backline. If Toy gets to skip everyone and get to the backline, I feel like it's still a very winnable fight. But if it's a front-to-back, especially if the frontliners actually get chunked down by Sans, by CW, I don't see a way that RRQ can actually win this properly.
So what do you think? Do you think Edoc needs to look for a flank? Is it depending on that? Does Toy need to create another play similar to what we saw earlier on, or maybe Dyron has to look for that opening?
Like the main playmaker has to be Edoc, deciding the macro movements for sure. If Dyron can get an ideal, I use that word, it's a really vague word, but if you can get an ideal AOG that hits multiple people, that pushes CW or Sans towards the rest of the team, I feel like that will be the solution.
This is it?
But gets spotted though. Zooms out of there.
Okay, nice call. Opening up the map there. They're going to be able to spot out. I thought Edoc might have found an opening, an angle towards CW. He still might have that, actually. Look at Rins now and where he's positioned.
Let's stick around and find ways to maybe punish Kyrie or CW if they overextend. And you can always join the fight with a shortcut. That's the big advantage. But oof, man, Dyron has a tough job right now. No really easily built-in sustain and doing taking a lot of damage. But look at Rins. Oof,
gets spotted out.
Spotted out.
Yeah. Takes a shot with the Blood Wings. Rez down below. Hey, Edoc. Shortcut. Oh, full man dive. Kyrie will be forced to take that. Sans trying to cut away. Hayes are going to be caught as well. Has the immortality. Sans now from the back bottom. Rins walking forward, dashing. Win the crown already. Immortality bot for Sans. Now to try to cycle into item. CW nowhere to be seen as Rez goes with vengeance and is still able to cut away. Gets another. CW with the snipe. Dyron and Rins chasing him down. Who got the Lord earlier? Another shutdown. from CW. It becomes 3 for 3.
It's RRQ, right?
I think so. I think Hazel secured the Lord in the midst of all
There
that
you go.
Evolved. It's an evolved Lord. 950 stacks.
Wow.
Oh man, but no marksman in sight here. Whereas for Onyx, they have the quote-unquote strongest late game presence, that gold laner. Kyrie is also up in 10 seconds, by the way. RRQ, what's the plan? What's the play here? They're kind of forced with some urgency, but they might not be able to do anything with this Lord.
No, I don't think they can.
Well played. We're still in this game. Onyx somehow are still in the game.
First game already at 21 minutes. Is this our longest game so far?
I think it has to be. And things really could have been different, but at the last second, CW landed a Death Sonata onto Toy and it executed him. If Toy was alive there, that would have been a whole different story. With the mid lane, with the gold lane, and the EX lane available, they could have made a play to really go for the quick end. But now, once again, RRQ faced against the infinite stacking of Onyx. And now the gold difference also has equalized, but RRQ has all the base turrets, and they have that macro playmaking tool, so whose game is it? You can't really tell. That's why the tension in the arena is building up right now. The audience is going dead silent.
I mean, it's all going to fall into the hands of Edok, right? If he's able to make another play like before, then there is a chance. But I agree with you. The clock is definitely ticking for RRQ. Sans alone has 372 stacks as a Sicilian. He's full item, almost full item. With a Holy Crystal to boot. He has a Divine Glaive as well, right? Yeah, he does. Yep. Divine Glaive as well.
He only needs to complete the Cloak of Destiny if he wants to, or go for a different item.
Yeah.
For RRQ right now, the fact that the chip can't really engage as reliably after the nerfs is really hurting them. The only reason why they got Kyrie there is because they were jumping on CW, and Kyrie was kind of left out in the middle. Winter Crown for Rins, potentially for a deciding play, but if you're looking at the damage numbers towards the minions, towards the jungle creeps, Onyx is doing a lot of damage, and they're going for a conceal play.
Yeah, he just sold his boots for conceal, by the way. We get a reaction from the crowd here.
Wow.
But yeah, he just swapped the roam boots for conceal for that one play.
Interesting, it didn't pay off. There wasn't, Edok as well as the rest of the team wasn't really there for them to actually punish. Now it's back to the Lord Dance. Gonna push for RRQ, but Onyx, they can force engages really well with the Glorious Pathway with all that. So, as I say that,
Glorious Pathway, catching Rins and Edok. The conceal out though, just in time. Lord started, but will not be committed onto again the wave up top building for RRQ.
it's 2 flickers. And the Lightning Trench completed for Sans finally. Even more burst damage, especially for the squishier targets. So RRQ has to keep an eye on him. He's gonna go back to the base to try and clear though. Onyx has a win. Onyx is kind of a man short. RRQ has a window here.
Rins, catch the bushes! Winter Crown, that might be a bait. CW able to cut away for now. Rez cutting them both. Oh no, Edok and Rins, they're walking on different sides. Look at Lord. Oh, Kyrie looking for it. Hazel still wins it out. Rez versus Rins.
Oh,
Rins
no.
stealing the curtain call. Now in the back as well. Toy in the mid lane. So trying to go for the end game. CW kiting away. Kyrie walking back. Recalls from everybody. Toy, can he do it? Kyrie walks up. Toy cannot deal with the mini waves that just spawn in the 40th second. But Rez is in the bottom lane of 1v1. Hazel versus Rez. Rez gets away. Hazel one last shot misses. But he gets the first skill to slay Rez.
But that's still a Lord in the hands of RRQ, despite Toy not being able to get that final push into the mid lane. That's still a Lord marching down, and only 3 members from the side of Onyx left. Will they be able to defend this?
Oh man, 2v3 with the Lord, 3v3. That's some damage.
Rose Gold Meteor, Toy going into the heavy crossbow. Immortality bot as well. Kyrie still able to stay alive. Look at the damage. Krantz! Suns goes in. Oh! Winter Crown, no win of nature. The Lord, one last shot. It swings and it cracks the base. RRQ strikes first in the Royal Derby.
25 minutes and 29 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the longest game that we have seen so far, and we expected nothing less from the Royal Derby, the opening game of this best of 3 series. RRQ with hard, cold resilience, picking the first game against the Sky Kings.
That was way too close, man. I didn't enjoy that. It was so intense. I mean, anyone watching that game has to be on their feet right now. What was that, dude? Wow. Down to the wire, man.
Down to the wire, and you can hear the Kingdom raising their banners once again. Toy, walk us through this again. Rins, wow.
It seemed like he was caught, but he had the Winter Crown. He had the flicker, so in the first phase.
Now they're put in a tough spot because that's a Hanzo too. I don't know. Do you want to go carry? Is that why you go Cho? You want to go and try to pick people off? But with a Hanzo,
with enough items, the carry can burst down the Hanzo, but that's just a risky proposition. Not to mention Onyx also banned with the Gato Kacha. I thought they would use it.
Yeah.
But no, they've banned it out as well. Options dwindling down for Onyx. Final ban for Coach Ari right here, seeing this mix of long range and dive potential. What could he possibly be concerned about at this point? Jawhead.
Is Claude an option against the Granger?
Claude? Ooh.
it's pretty okay again. Like in lane, not really. In lane, it's like a very. If the Claw wants to win, you gotta play it perfectly. Tigreal is up for grabs though, and that's a Farsa, that's a Suyo. This is a great Tigreal game for Edok. Oh man, yeah. If you're thinking about the blinks, yes, you can go for the Claude. But again, there's a Hanzo, and the Granger will win out that laning phase by quite a big margin.
I mean, but with the Tigreal, they need a hero that can go Purify, right? So Claude gets picked up, as well as the Glue.
Interesting. Wow.
This is a. Can they? Never mind. They don't. Do they want to go CC? I don't think so.
I think more engage would be great. That one we want to have. We want to get like handsy here, trying to stop the Cho.
Do they go Hilda?
Oh, wait a minute. That's actually not a bad idea. With the Farsa in the picture.
Yeah, exactly. The Farsa is what I'm thinking about. Maybe not the Suyo, right? Like Suyo just clears anyways, but you can dive or walk into Farsa.
Wasn't it banned in the first game?
Yeah,
It was.
Yeah.
By Onyx.
So it is relevant. Oh boy!
Simple answer.
Oof.
More dive.
I like it.
I like it too.
This is a scary composition, man. The amount of damage that RRQ have at their disposal is a bit crazy. I feel like Onyx, we thought they were gonna go for this pick-off style, but now they're the ones really at risk of getting picked off with this composition rounding out.
Man, everyone's at the edge of their seats right now. I mean, the audience, they are going wild as well. The Kingdom, the Sonics, in high anticipation, with high energy for this next match. Match point for the Kings of Kings right now, leading this best-of-3 series, 1-0, the Royal Derby, and now with a Hanzo debut pick in for RRQ. Kescute knows no bounds, and Kescute knows no limits. Will it work out, ladies and gentlemen, as we dive into the Land of Dawn for game number 2 between Onyx and RRQ.
Kescute, the trickster, does it again. But the Purifies come through though finally here. 1 for the side of Onyx, 2 for RRQ. I do wonder how the teamfights are gonna play out. I'll be honest with you, I don't get to see the Hanzo a lot. I don't know the intricacies of his hero because it's just been banned so often when I'm playing ranked, when I'm trying to get a feel for the game.
I agree. I've had pretty bad experiences going up against Hanzo, but you know, it really depends. Sometimes the Hanzo on the enemy team just doesn't know how to play it, and then I get really good games.
Well, there's that possibility. But again, for Reds on the blue, it's agility, the winner's blessing. It's slightly more in line with what you're talking about, Mirko. The fact that Rez wants to be the more selfless kind of player, but these are some dangerous engagements RRQ are sticking around for.
There you go, there you go. Yeah, in this matchup, the Granger should have an advantage, unless obviously you bring some of the. Oh, a Queller! Kyrie wants to go for the kill. Dwight walks up. Oh, it's Keyboy who gets first blood.
Edok is also going to be the one to pick down a Keyboy, so that's a 1-for-1 trade so far. And I guess they are trying to make sure CW gets a winning chance, a fighting chance.
True. And I mean, it's still very much worth it. Keyboy for Toy. To see though, expect a lot of plays happening here in the mid lane because we're putting that critical level 4 power spike. And Onyx has the tools to kind of make more plays, at least for now. Oof.
Both junglers are at equal level, so Hazel on the what's his name? Hanzo. I'm like, why am I blanking out? We don't see Hanzo so much. So he has a very quick farming pattern too, farming speed as well.
I think it's decent. Yeah, I think for RQ though, the idea might be to use Dyron as like a different version of Phoveus, right? Just jump in the front, distract everyone, you know, threaten a kill even, and then go for this turtle. But you have to keep an eye on Keyboy. He was just seen on the map right there, but they can easily change.
Okay, first onto the turtle, it's Hazel, Edok. Able to escape, Dyron. Catching the Queller, Keyboy, Jikudo, now Dyron. Going to the beast form. Hazel, Pinnacle Ninja, jumping to the back as well. Now onto Rez, great slam pass, fast Soul Snatch coming down as well. Hazel, oh, mounted on! Retribution, no, it's Keyboy in the back. Just Kung Fu in him. Edok gets the implosion onto Kyrie, locks him down! But Kai gets the retry to get enough shielding for him to survive and turn it around.
That's basically a 5-0 trade, right? 4 members taken down for the price of none, and Onyx are the ones to be able to pick up that turtle. Where did that all go wrong?
Seems like the fight just wasn't neat enough. Because for our RRQ, if everyone's collected at the same spot, right? All the ultis can come up for a massive wombo combo with the Lucas, with the Tigreal, with the Yves as well. But Onyx approached that fight from multiple angles. So even when Dyron was trying to distract everyone, it was kind of difficult. But Edok,
oh, way the dragon from Keyboy into the blazing duet. Kyrie executing him. Hazel looking for the soul snatch. Oh, no. He can go back to the old one. He can also go back to his real body, no? Purple buff. Kyrie has red tree. He will just take it for free. Clean. Oh, in the bottom lane, CW. The airstrike. Toy. No flicker. Stun. Purify. Ooh. Rez. Oh, Keyboy again. Another kill. Aiden decides it's okay. It's about sending a message. That's a shutdown, though.
interesting.
Huh.
Shut down on the roamer. Keyboy has 4 kills going on. Ogwen.
Oh, Rins was waiting into the man. My Purify. Oh, Calvin Winata! Flicker. Rins gets the kill anyway.
Flicker specialty by Rins, you know, it doesn't really matter. Valentina, Yves, he'll still flicker forward, he'll still be able to secure that kill. And Onyx, though, still holding on to that 1,700 gold lead. Now, back to Hazel. So, what's the point of having the Hanzo in your lineup? Is he meant for neutral objective? Is he meant for kill pressure like an assassin?
Must be more on kill pressure, because again, you have a risk-free attempt at gunning down someone on the opposite side. Now though, he's actually on the opponent's side. That's kind of dangerous. The Hanzo isn't exactly the most mobile of heroes, but he will be able to get out of it. Now back again to this turtle situation. In theory, if RRQ land all the spells, they have the better combo. But Onyx have more ways of just being annoying, and they're relying a lot on these passive, the base damage as well from Keyboy. They just have an advantage in some of these fights.
Harry's also ahead, a level ahead.
Look at Keyboy. No, Hazel dashing away. Pinnacle Ninja. Edok mounted on. Hazel jumping to Kyrie. Soul Snatch. Not enough damage to pressure anyone in the back. Hazel brought back now very low. Edok. Feathered airstrike coming down. Edok's able to survive. Real world manipulation. Keyboy gonna be caught. Dyron doing damage. GW! Blazing Duet gets rid of Rin, but still gets locked by Dyron, who's waiting to be MI. His toy is still there. Kyrie picks up the turtle. Jikudo! And Rez slams him down to the ground as Hazel is forced to look for a trade.
This is not going to RQ's plan at all. Looks like Onyx gonna be able to put some damage onto the midnight turret. Hazel though.
On Sanzi goes. Soul Snatch. Oh, one last shot. Sans is flying away. Rez gets taken down by Toy.
That was way too close, man. Sans barely escaping there. For RRQ, they're not really winning in a lot of these early game fights. But now the shoe's on the other foot. The Granger is going to be scaling. The Yves scales amazingly well with the items. And same thing can be said for the Hanzo, technically. With more items, the more urgency there is for Onyx to kind of deal with the Hanzo as the fights progress. Oh, hang on a second. Toy.
Oh, Keyboy might be a bad spot to be in. No implosion. Keyboy flickers out. That's Sonata. One last shot. No, he doesn't get out. WM Rins!
Again, it gets the kill. Keyboy gets taken down here, so That is another trade. Edok, however, looking for something to trade on. Doesn't quite get it. But Toy is still going to be able to get that jungle creep away.
So Onyx right now, they're doing a great job allowing CW to actually have a pretty okay lane. But on the flip side, the Hanzo really is left to its own devices. Very minimum invades. We saw one attempt at the purple buff earlier in the early game, but that's about it. Hazel's actually farming very, very decently.
11. Level 11. Kyrie also still at level 11. Looks like Toy gonna be rotating towards that top side of the map, putting some damage onto the turret, perhaps even being able to pick that one up as 13 seconds left for the next neutral objective to spawn.
Oh. Wait a minute, Onyx just let go, essentially, of the top side turret. They're trying to set up for something. Keyboy?
Wave the dragon. Over to Edok. Feather airstrike 2 used up. Dyron looking for the dive into the back. Edok getting the exposure, but it's only down to one real world manipulation. But Dyron, oh no, he pushes everybody away. Rez split in the back. Hazel looking for the assassination on the Sans. Soul snatch now. Does he have enough damage? Sans taken down by Hazel, who survives with a sliver of HP. Dyron mounted on, sniped down by the Queller of Kyrie. A shove from Edok. Toy walking up. Now Riz doing damage. Keyboy still able to get the green cam alone. And Hazel takes him out. Toy engaged on Soul 7. Oh! Toy gets the shutdown.
On to Kyrie. 2 for 3 trade. Ladies and gentlemen, RRQ gonna get the favorable trade in that exchange.
Oh man, look at the plays, look at the moves. Toy, calm, cool, collected. RRQ, despite the rough early game, the 5 for 0 trade earlier, they're picking up steam. As we mentioned, this Hanzo becomes more and more of an issue, but oh, look at that. Dangerous margins here that RRQ are playing with. The Lord is up though, and Rins is going to be forced to recall. So RRQ overall has to buy some time here.
This has been really exciting. And now the setup is going to be even more so. Keyboy, looking for a moment, power position, getting some information. As it stands, it looks like Hazel is a level above of Kyrie right now, but where's Kyrie? Oh, he's far off. Oh, okay, so he just reached level 13.
Right. Split. Whoa, wait, Rez is committing on this.
Okay, Keyboy.
Soul snatch. Just poking Rez, poking the front line. Hazel goes back. Rez regens.
And you can just rinse and repeat, do the exact same thing, but oh, look at Keyboy.
Yep.
Taking a read.
Gets the kick on Hazel. And Kyrie secures him. Implosion in the mid lane. A response from Edok, 1 for 1. Hazel for Rez.
But that's it, they don't have a jungler right now. Hazel's down. Onyx, if they want, they can actually go for it, but without Rez, are they willing to risk that chance? It looks like they are concealed play.
Keyboy doesn't have the kick though. So it's a conceal just to gain a bit more space.
There's no front line for Onyx, remember. In order to have good control, you need a front line. With RRQ taking out Rez there, it didn't seem like it's a massively impactful aspect. But that means that Onyx can't stay around. They're getting poked down.
Oh, Sans.
Oh boy, whoa.
RWM, Purify. An ult for a Purify. Sans backs away. Dyron still in the position to go for an assassination. If Sans opens it up, Keyboy knows he was there. CW with the BMI. Oh, Rez gets 2. Toy still able to kite away. Split now. Edok gets brought back to the team. Feather airstrike. Edok! Implosion finding Kyrie. Not enough though to trade it just yet. Rez runs back. Hazel goes and retreats.
Hey, Edok is now down, so Onyx has a man advantage, and all the while that was happening, RQ, they forgot housekeeping, man. That tower in the top side is down, and that's gonna be a lord for Kyrie.
RQ's gonna get something in exchange. Won't be able to though. The wave on top won't take any structures for now, but Onyx did a great job there. By the time it was that decisive moment to go for the 50-50, RRQ are the ones who have expended most of their ultimates there. A great play to really jump on Edok, knowing that he is the counter-engage tool. That's why the coordination between the roamer and the EXP lane becomes that much more important. Now with the Lord, against the Yeef, right, they have a Farsa, so the siege really isn't that bad at all. Oh man.
It's not doing as much damage yet, though.
I think that's pretty big. Oh, Sans no Purify. Soul Snatch! An assassination! Hazel gets Sans. Now the conceal from Edok. looking for a play. Kyrie needs to be careful. CW still something the Purify Implosion. Over to Keyboy with the real world manipulation as well. He blinkers, but it's onto the mobility field. Toy gets the kill, and RRQ are back in control.
That's 2 members down, ladies and gentlemen, for Onyx. And it looks like Kyrie looking to go for a push onto the top side, but RQ, they know something might be brewing here. Rin's looking for the positioning of Kyrie. Dyron is in the vicinity as well. Doesn't quite catch him. Kyrie should be able to move back.
This is the annoying part about dealing with a Lucas as well, especially with a Vengeance Lucas. He's just way too tanky, man. If you noticed, Onyx really are unwilling to really use their resources to try and take out Dyron. They've been kind of backing away from him at every single turn. So that's gonna be a problem. They need enough damage to really be a threat, because otherwise, Dyron not only can frontline for his team, but can also look for information without getting punished. By all means, Onyx has the range from the Farsa, but they don't have the spammability of the spells like the Yeeve has, like the Granger has. So the longer the information battle continues, RRQ actually gets more and more benefit.
Looking at the stacks of Toy, what do we think, boys?
30 stacks on the Sky Piercer, respectable. 600 stacks though, Mirko, what do you think? At 13, it's kind of low.
I mean, I think Emano was high. This is not low. I think this is pretty good. Pretty good stacks, knowing that, again, there was a lot of pressure on him in the early game.
Exactly. That's what I was trying to get at. He has the Wind of Nature completed now as well, so against the Blazing Duet, I guess, he has ways of outplaying, but are you dog?
Implosion! Oh, he finds CW too! Baits out the Purified, Keyboy walking back as well. Dyron has a Vengeance. Oh, gets kicked to the other side of the map as the real world inflation only finds Rez, but Toy's still there! Keyboy! Slayed by Toy! Hazel stunned up by the Surge Soul Stash! Hazel almost taking CW down. Rez is alone. Edok with the shove. Rez gets away. It ends up being a 1-for-0. That's good Queller to cancel the recall of Dyron.
But either way, RQ, despite not losing anyone, they're quite low here. Gonna force a few recalls. And so they will not be able to capitalize over this man advantage, I believe.
Kibo isn't around right here to find the information, to really threaten the backline. Hazel can do whatever he wants right here. Just go in, look for a potential target, harass, right? Use this assassin as a poke tool. The top side though, fortunately, wow, I don't know if it's calculated, it's pushing for RRQ. It's gonna head over to the towers of Onyx. So RRQ has everything going for them right now. Kibo is back in the picture, but can they actually find something? Especially with Dyron being a solid iron wall. Vengeance not available for 10 more seconds though. It could be a window.
Rez, oh, he's taking a lot of damage. Edok pops in the conceal, cancel the slam, pass, and a split. Now use Rez! Still trying to go for the mountain. CW walks in! Hazel has a soul stack. CW used the Wind of Nature earlier. CW with the Blazing Duet! Sniped down by Toy, who threads the needle.
Oh,
Keyboy there! Keyboy gets Hazel!
No retribution. RQ, do they really still want to commit onto this? Kyrie is still alive and breathing and healthy at that. Keyboy Dyron though.
There's an implosion ready for Edok, by the way. RRQ might want to use this to bait a fight. That'll be the safe play, but they can just wait for the wave on top to pressure Onyx, to force him to make a play. They can just wait for Hazel to get back up.
That's true. Lucas looks like he's gonna go for a recall though. And that lane is still pushing in favor of RQ. No, they're not going for this. They're just buying some time here for Hazel to respawn back into the game.
That topside turret might fall. It's going ever so low right now. And they've sent CW. It's going to be a window here for RRQ to capitalize. And we've seen what they can do if they really want to engage for a fight.
I don't think they do. I think it would be a little too hasty. I mean, at this point, if they lose this entire game revolves around how they set up for this. Sans already with the Feather Airstrike?
That's one. That's only one Feathered Airstrike shot.
That's a Lightning Truncheon along with the Divine Glaive. Keyboy has went for the Twilight Armor as well. Both teams just adjusting, but that's a Rose Gold Meteor for Toy, expecting to be a lot more aggressive. And Edok has the Conceal Pop.
Oh, Raz, that might have been a mistake. Split used. Keyboy looking for an angle. Big ult with the split down.
That means no pressure towards the backline. And it's funny to see Keyboy just dive in, looking for Hazel, by the way. I feel like that's reminiscent of Drian chasing down. I remember seeing Drian on the Chol chasing down a Hanzo as well. But the wave on top now pushing for Onyx. RQ.
Great pull. Dyron is so low. Rez has more HP than him. Edok forced to get the shove defensively. Lord Reset. Still though, 10,000 HP. Riz pops in a real reflection. Hazel, not in time. Rez goes in to flicker back. They've gotten what they sought out for.
Great moves from Onyx there. All things considered, despite dealing with the poke, with the wave, they're still able to get out. CW now doing a decent amount of damage, but you want to be careful, man.
You still see some attitude as well coming from Onyx, Keyboy with the recalls. I remember Onyx and their recalls back in the day when they were dominating for beat champions. But RQ now with the Lord. No, the Onyx now with the Lord. Can RQ defend? I mean, technically they do have Rins, they have Toy as well, they have a lot of high ground potential.
You know what's interesting is that I think from everyone, Toy is the only one with the actual gold advantage over the rest of the members. For the most part, Onyx members are the ones with the advantage even before that fight earlier, but look at the damage!
But look at the damage back. Sans is hunting for him. He's looking for an angle to feather an airstrike. Lord up top. Unnecessary. The minions got to the turret first.
Right, I think the 2 more turrets are going to be taken by Onyx for sure. RRQ though, definitely going to make their move after that. Oh, feather airstrike.
Good dodge from Toy in the first feather airstrike. Dyron will soak in a bit of damage. Hazel though in the mid lane! Soul Snatch, win of nature, saves CW, gets a tier 2 in the mid lane as RQ deal. With Lord up top, but oh, they miscoordinated that minion wave. They end up losing the base turret. Now in the bottom lane, Hazel needs to be careful. Keyboy again.
This is a close one, yet again.
Conceal?
Oh, Rez.
Split. All good. Feather airstrike. Zone in the back. Rez. Oh, actually commits.
Wait a minute.
That is an interesting one. Rez might have made a mistake. Again though, in the back it's Hazel, who takes a bit of damage but won't be punished all the way. Rez.
That's kind of crazy though. We talked about the item power spikes. For Hazel, already with the quote-unquote marksman item trinity, Malefic Roar, and the Rose Gold, you saw the damage he was doing to Keyboy. That's the frontliner. It's like he's saying, if you have a win of nature, then I won't go for you. I'll go for your friends. I can shred down the tanks as easily as I shred you.
Alright. That's already a resource utilized by Sans. And technically them losing Rez earlier on, it's not too bad, right? I mean, 30 seconds still left for that Lord to spawn in. There's still time for Rez to come back in the game. And for that reset to happen, despite them, of course, losing that tower in the top lane.
Fortunately for RRQ, the wave on the base tower that's taken is on the top side, matching the Lord. So that's something that's going to allow them to at least not be forced to deal with the waves. But they might want to plan on setting up something now.
What?
Right?
Double the damage?
Wow.
Oh, that's a ranger for you, man. The poke. Oops. Range.
Alright. On the bottom lane though, it's only, what, 1 or 2 minutes left there to stall the wave. That might actually end up backfiring. If that minion gets cleared way too easily by the Onyx wave, it's gonna start pushing towards RRQ. We'll have to wait and see right here. It's back to the dance. A Keyboy though.
Baits out the shove from Edop. Makes him reveal himself. He came from up top. He was hiding in one of the bushes.
Alright. The wave on the bottom side has caught up though, so I think it's still gonna build up in favor of RRQ. You see the rotation, but look at that.
I don't know about that. Going on Rez. Split for Implosion. Still, Edok has the flicker. Toy will be able to dish out some damage onto Keyboy. They're actually going to go for the commitment. Come on, Keyboy. Good for the airstrike. Real Revelation. Kyrie going to be caught in the bad spot. Dyron chasing him down. He has the immortality. Just bought it recently. He just swapped over. Does he swap over to another item is the question. Now Kyrie able to dodge away. Rez still holding position. Trying to give the vision and the info. RQ have not started the Lord.
They can't. Both junglers, they don't have that retribution down. Hazel should be having it back in around 8 seconds. But Rez is so low, he's gonna have to go for a recall.
That's a great plan by RRQ as well to just start the fight. And the moment Sans starts the feather airstrike, that's where Dyron just immediately pounced on him. Now again, they're dealing with the wave on the bottom side though. They're gonna commit for this.
Slow push in the bottom lane. Kyrie is going to be forced to go for the retreat battle against Hazel. Retreat! It's Hazel who wins it. That was a great zone from Edok. CW now walking up. Soul Snatch over to Keyboy. Immortality down. Kyrie's doing the same. The Dyron pops for the vengeance, but will still be taken out. 1 for 0, but RQ get the Lord.
Oh, CW. Ooh, careful there.
That's 50 seconds for Dyron though.
Definitely a longer death timer than ideal. But with the way the waves are set up here, I think they'll still be able to actually stall long enough. This bottom side though, Hazel actually tanking up that wave. He is. All right, 900 stacks.
Hazel. Take a look at Hazel. Diving on the Suns, and Hazel! Oh, just got another one on CW. No, too greedy. I think CW still has the win of nature.
That's the late game Hanzo, man. How? It's so unfair. How do you punish it? Out of nowhere, man. It almost guarantees that your team can't really split up apart because he has a free get out of jail free card. With the Lord in Tao, with the spam ability, the pull coming in, this is RRQ's chance to make something happen. To maybe force Onyx to send one or two members to hold the wave a little bit, channel the, cycle the death timers. Because look at the gold, man. 1,000 for Hazel, 2,000 for Toy.
Oh, they don't know Keyboy's there.
No, but it doesn't matter. Toy still has Purify. Unless he gets Hazel. If he gets Hazel, that's big, but
Wait, that's crazy though.
let's see how he utilizes this position.
Wait, even Kyrie is coming from the back.
Exactly.
Oh my god! Toy! Just out of range, just barely out of range.
What's the response? The two members from Onyx are too far. Rez!
Split, RWMO! Sky Piercer, immortality down,
Keyboy,
Rez
Keyboy.
will fall! Keyboy in the back, Toy still has to purify. Keyboy will look for a kick, he gets a kick, but what is it for? In the bottom lane, it's another wave pushing in. Two Pacer has taken down, a Queller from Kyrie, CW plays into it, onto the mid waves. RQ have their sights on the base. Kyrie backing away. Diamond walking up with their airstrike used up, but will not be able to connect onto anyone. Not even Rinse will see. Diamond gets Calvin with us and down. No MM, no XP. RRQ look for the end in the siege. Hazel Sun, that's Toy on the base. Kyrie doing the same with a nature already. Kyrie with the killing spree. Sans from the defend with a nature. No winter crown used already. The minions are right there. Rinse flickers forward, tries to get Sans. They're still keeping it intact. Further airstrike. Enough. One last hit should do it. Kyrie still defending. Rins and Toy versus Kyrie. RWM, can Kyrie clear? Hazel walks in, slow snatch. RRQ with a clean sweep.
2-0 for the Royal Derby. The Kings of Kings take down the Sky Kings. Ladies and gentlemen, even after Onyx performance on the last international stage that they were able to perform in, RQ, they have found their form. And they have experimented to success, leading RRQ with a 2-0 victory once again in MPL ID Season 15.
What the heck was that? The back and forth, dude. Everyone was saying, there's no way RRQ can get it done. Even if they do, 2-1 maybe. But, wow. But in that last game, everything just went right for them. One of the longest games in the season so far, and it was a tough one, but RRQ are the ones left standing.
Wow. Tyron played it so well by the end on that Lucas. I don't think, if not for Tyron, it would have ended that way.
But, man, that was just so well played from RRQ. Onyx, they really gave their all here in the final base defense. Kyrie and Sans, the swaps from Winter to Imo to then dying in the end. Kyrie really tried to clear the waves, and he almost did it too.
Dan Kingdom bersorak-sorai. Semuanya merayakan kemenangan Royal Derby yang beruntun dari season lalu. Congratulations RRQ. Dan khususnya Hazel di sini. Welcome Hazel.
Halo Bude.
Memenangkan Royal Derby di debutmu season 15. Hazel, season lalu kamu mainnya di akhir-akhir season. Season ini, baru match kedua udah main nih. Gimana, apakah kamu ada senjata untuk melawan tim Onyx?
Senjatanya pasti diri sendiri, makanya aku dimainin di sini gara-gara aku udah punya senjata tersendiri.
Sepertinya Hazel berbeda nih sama season lalu ya.
Sama aja sih.
Ototnya makin besar.
Dikit.
Ototnya makin besar. Tapi Hazel, tadi para talent pun bilang, Hanzo di region lain gak ngedapetin kemenangan. Tapi di sini berbeda. Hazel membawa kemenangan pertama untuk Hanzo di panggung MPL. Apa bedanya Hanzomu dengan Hanzo-Hanzo lainnya? Hanzomu dengan Hanzo-Hanzo di region lainnya nih?
Karena mataku di core musuh sih, kayak mid lane sama bot lane terutama.
Wow, jadi kamu tahu siapa yang harus difokuskan?
Ya.
Itu bedanya. Hanzo bisa kamu tapi sadar di region lain tuh nggak ada yang menang loh Hanzo.
Nggak tahu sih, emang nggak ada bude.
Nggak ada, betul kan Moba tadi bilang? Betul katanya.
Berarti Hanzo hanya Hazel kali ya?
Hanzo hanya Hazel. Oke, bisa. Menang secara beruntun. Led Iron ini dari season lalu sampai sekarang masih trennya positif banget nih. Apakah kalian punya kuncinya? Kalian punya jawaban untuk melawan tim Onyx?
Kalau jawaban pasti kita pasti cari kunci